Welcome to the court gallery. We've got a double feature highlighting the courtroom of Judge Ricke. Today, we watch two very different defendants face one very tough judge with zero patience for games. First, a defendant facing serious charges decides her best legal strategy is to aggressively critique the court's paperwork. She actually tries to give the judge a performance review, quickly learning that lecturing the bench never lowers a bond. Next, a defendant finally appears after being on the run for 2 years. Despite her lengthy absence, she asks the court for a personal bond, promising she's responsible now. What do you think Judge Ricke will do? We're about to find out right now.
First case that I have scheduled on this docket is State of Kansas versus Anastasia Laquet de los Santos. It's case number 2026 CR 291.
Your Honor,
The individual who has her hand up.
I am Anastasia de los Santos. I do not have a middle name. Laquet is not my middle name. I am not Anastasia Laquet de los Santos. I'm just Anastasia de los Santos.
Fine. I'm just reading off the...
So I don't know. Somebody else must need to be here instead of me because I'm just Anastasia de los Santos. I'm not Anastasia Laquet de los Santos.
All right. I'm sure to you that's an important detail. I'm just dealing with what I have before me.
Well, that's an important detail. That's an error before you, and you should be concerned about errors because you're the judge and you don't want there to be any errors in the court.
Okay, don't tell me what my job is.
I'm just telling you what a judge
Here for a criminal first appearance. You've been brought in. I believe you're the individual that this complaint addresses.
There's a complaint on me, okay?
Count 1 alleges possession of methamphetamine, a level 5 drug felony. Count 2, interference with law enforcement, a Class A misdemeanor. Count 3, possession of paraphernalia for use, a Class B misdemeanor. And count 4 is criminal trespass, a Class B misdemeanor. Since a felony is involved, you will not be asked to plead at this time. Rather, a preliminary scheduling will be made before your assigned judge, which is the Honorable Jan Satterfield. Judge Satterfield's next docket for that purpose would be September the 21st, 2026, 2:30 p.m. You must appear fully for Judge Satterfield's docket at that time. Again, that's September 21, 2:30 p.m. Can you afford to hire a lawyer? Mr. De Los Santos?
I can't speak for someone else, sir.
All right, the court's going to resolve any doubt in favor of appointment of a lawyer for this individual, whoever she might be. Court will appoint Shannon Cooper to represent this defendant. Recommendation regarding a bond, Mr. Baca.
I have this piece of paper that I don't need.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, Your Honor, considering the current charges before us, State would like to inform the court also that there is a prior conviction for misdemeanor theft that also had a prior failure to appear in 2014 that does cause some concern to the state about future appearances. She is also currently on probation in 2 other current cases here in 25 CR 225 and 25 CR 327. In consideration of all of that, at this time, State is requesting a $5,000 cash or surety bond, also requesting an order of no drugs or alcohol and not to leave Sedgwick or Butler counties.
Very well. Apparently, Ms. De Los Santos does not wish to address the court further regarding the matter which is currently before the court. So the court will establish bond in the amount of $5,000 cash or professional surety required, with restrictions that the defendant, if she makes bond, needs to stay within the confines of either Sedgwick or Butler County, Kansas, and not go outside those two counties as a condition of her bond.
Your Honor.
Of course, for all scheduled court dates, and not to have any drugs, illegal drugs, or alcohol ingestion as part of the conditions of her bond. Ms. De Los Santos, you have something to say?
Okay, so that what you just said is not regarding me. I do have court later on today with the EPD, which is who I should have had court with in the first place.
Who's the EPD? You want to
Well, if you don't know
let
who
me
the
in on that?
EPD
Who's the
is, I
EPD?
don't, and I don't think it's any of your concern.
Okay, so why are you bringing it up if it's not the court's concern?
Well, I was just pointing out that that $5,000 bond isn't on me, and I have court later today.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, the court's made its orders at first appearance. Attorney's been established, court date has been established, and a bond has been established. I think that concludes the business in the De Los Santos matter at this time, and we'll move on to another case on the docket. Karma Harris.
Yes, sir.
Right. Next case is in the matter of Karma N. Harris, 2023 JV 300006. Joseph Baca appears from the Butler County Attorney's Office, and obviously Ms. Harris appears from the detention facility Zoom location. Originally, there was a juvenile complaint filed back on November 9 of 2023 alleging possession of methamphetamine, a level 5 drug felony in count 1. Count 2, possession of drug paraphernalia for use, a Class B misdemeanor. It appears that a couple of first appearances were scheduled. The defendant never appeared on either one of those. Apparently, there was some sort of complicating Sedgwick County case that existed. But now you're an adult and you're in custody. Ms. Harris, you've raised your hand. You wanted to say something?
Yes. At the time that they were scheduled, I was a minor and in foster care, and my caseworker never gave me an actual court date because this is when they were transferring from St. Francis to Amber Hope. So I remember going to Bob Johnson's, and I got OR'd out when I was a juvenile on this case. I understand that I am an adult now, and I'm full and well aware now that this case still exists. I didn't even know I still even have this case going on because it's so old. But I am willing to still work towards coming to court because in Sedgwick County, I did have a case open there that got settled, and they granted me probation. They did grant me probation, so I already have obligations that I have to fulfill, or I'm going to come back to jail. So I see me being here is never really, me sitting here is not really going to help my situation right now. I'm in school. I go to WTI for billing and coding. I'm trying to get my life together. I really am. So I do apologize for not showing up, but I didn't know of these court dates because I was always on the run when I was a kid, and I was in secure care. And from there, I was just, I was grown. But now I am an adult, and I'm trying to get my life together. They granted me probation for a year in Sedgwick County. The sooner I get out of here, the sooner I could actually go to the office and start my probation. I've been in jail for 2 weeks and 3 days. I am ready to start my life in a good way. And I feel like if Sedgwick County gave me a chance, you guys can too, because I'm missing out on a lot of school.
All right.
I'm not homeless no more. I'm not running. I do have a place to go, and it's a sober environment. And my underlying is 6 months in Sedgwick County if I do mess up.
All right. Ms. Harris, did you have a court-appointed lawyer in Sedgwick County?
Yes.
Okay. Who was your attorney over there? Do you remember?
His name, I have his business card. It was Jennifer Loratz, and it was Eric Hart
Hartenstein?
yes.
Okay. All right, I'm familiar with him.
And they told
He's not currently on our appointment list here, so I'll have to appoint a different lawyer to represent you in this case. And in fact, I think you already have an established attorney in this case, as it is a juvenile matter, Stephanie Hughes. And that was an appointment that was made some time ago. I'm going to reappoint Stephanie Hughes to represent you in this case. Ms. Harris?
I'm more than welcome to work with you guys now that I know that I have this case. Like, I did not know. St. Francis, when St. Francis was turning into Amber Hope, they kind of, all the cases that all the kids that was under their establishments kind of got messed over in their cases, because nobody told me that I still have this case going on. If I would have known that.
You certainly know now. That's a good thing that you know now, so you can deal with it. The hearing date that the court will establish will be with Magistrate Judge Lee on August the 20th, 9:00 a.m. Defendant must be personally present at the Butler County Judicial Center in El Dorado, Kansas, to participate at that time, if she's not in custody.
I promise.
You have to appear at the Judicial Center in El Dorado if you make bond, right? What is the county attorney's office position regarding bond for this defendant between now and the August 20th court date?
Well, Your Honor, I do know at the prior hearing they had a no bond hold, but I certainly understand the court can now set a different bond. I think there's no significant history that I see to speak of other than what appears to be a recently resolved Sedgwick County case to consider. I don't have any information on the prior failure to appear other than the one that happened in this case. I think at this time the state would recommend a $2,500 cash or surety bond.
Okay. All right. Ms. Harris, anything you want to say about that?
Yeah, if likely, I was kind of hoping to get ordered out because I've been in jail for 2 weeks and 3 days. Like, and I most definitely will come to court. Like, that's not a problem. I went to Sedgwick County, they subpoenaed me for court, and I showed up on my first appearance when I was supposed to, and I still ended up getting locked up. I've been in jail since July 20th.
Okay. First, this isn't Sedgwick County.
I understand.
And number two, I think I need to point out that on the first appearance that was scheduled in juvenile court back in 2024, it was announced that you were AWOL, away without leave, apparently absconded, would be how I would read that. I'm just saying what the notes say. I'm just saying what the notes say.
I was 17.
So as far as this court being able to find that an OR bond is appropriate, this court would have to find that you're not a risk to fail to appear. And I think you are a risk to fail to appear because it's taken 2 years to get you into court, Ms. Harris. So I believe that the prosecutor's request for bond is reasonable. The court will adopt it and set bond in this case at $2,500, cash or professional surety required. But again, you being required to appear if you make that bond in person at the Butler County Judicial Center, August 20 at 9:00 a.m. for court before Judge Lee. Again, Stephanie Hughes is appointed as counsel.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Baca, is there anything else you think we need to address or readdress regarding Karma Harris at this time?
Nothing further from the state, Your Honor.
Very well. Then the Harris matter will be in recess at this time.